When have you been overlooked?
Two months ago. Oh, this can't go in the video though. I quit a gallery because they were telling me to take my art down because he said it was pre-pornographic, but it was just showing a girl's knickers. A girl scaling a school bus and you could see her knickers, and so I was asked to take it down, and I still felt an enormous faith in my art. I didn't take it personally at the time, but I did leave the gallery. I said thank you, and I think it helped that things were going so well with Rental Sales Gallery that I could feel confident making that move. So it's all worked out fine, and the painting sold 2 weeks ago, so it's all good. And then Rental Sales Gallery, they've done an excellent job of curating a really wide range of art as well, from abstract to, hyper-realistic landscape work. It's such an inspiration to go in there, because they're constantly moving the art around. It's always fresh, and so I'll go in and be like, oh, and I need to sit and I need to look for a while and just enjoy. And so I can appreciate and I understand why they are successful, is that they put a lot of love and care and time into changing it out and bringing in new artists and new works all the time. It's really awesome. It's kind of choiceless. I remember being 6 years old, and I had all my little drawings in a little shoebox underneath the stairs. I had my first studio, and no light, I think it was a lamp, but I already knew, but all kids do. It's just a lot of kids, they find other things. They find lacrosse, or they find something else that is who they are. I already knew. I mean, there's many professions I've had, and it's called paying the rent. Hi, my name is Michelle Yamamoto, and I'm an artist and an art teacher living here in Hood River, Oregon. I get 60 likes. But I've learned this life skill I was telling you guys about. You gotta ignore that stuff. Keep sharing. It's wrong for it to be about the likes. It shouldn't be about the likes. Well, if you call skateboarding, it's got a tinge of rebellion. No, I wasn't super naughty. I was a good kid, but definitely late nights. We all partied and loved each other. It was lots of good memories. My work is not very traditional. It's, in fact, some of it's a little mischievous, like kids pushing each other in a shopping cart going, woo! I just remember back when I was a teenager, man, we had fun. This is up in Canada. And boy, we just had a whole lot of fun. And so I went through, earlier this year, I did some work that was just completely reflective of, the fun I had as a teenager. And that's not for everybody. And I'm okay with that. I just go into a flow and I just wait to see what comes up. Let it be loose, let there be mistake. People, I think, they see that as vulnerability and that you're willing to be vulnerable, and now that's how they get engaged with the art, is by not making it perfect and not full of details. Let them fill in the blanks. And then they're just like, oh. And then you'll hopefully touch somebody. Not everyone's going to love your work, and that's something you have to accept coming out the gate. Out of high school art, going to college, You know, when you're trying to find, you know, what's going to be your vision of yourself as an artist, you know, you're still not even sure what you're going to share. You're just exploring and you're peeling away the layers of who you are and what you want to give. And it's taken me, you know, like I'm in my 60s now, and I'm like, oh, I think I finally found my voice. But there's been many voices. If you go on my website, there's all these categories of art. So like, okay, I had a voice in wildlife, I had a voice in surf art, and you know, all these other categories. But I like where I've landed right now. My father showed me what a father shouldn't be, and how I kept forgiving him. Shit, just start crying. Yeah, he's a really not nice person. He's even disowned his grandson, my son. What a coward. So then there's that point where, fuck the compassion. Just get away. I studied with a prominent teacher in Asia. I can tell a story. We'll be sitting in a retreat setting. I'll tell him a story. He'll say, no, that isn't what happened. Actually, this is what happened, and you reacted because of this in your ego. And I'm like, hit me right between the eyes. Yeah, you're right. But sometimes we need another set of eyes to show us our blind spots, because we all have blind spots too. And that the trick is also to learn. Kept wanting my dad to be who he wasn't. We have to learn to accept that which we cannot control. Accept that which really has nothing to do with us. We have to learn that. And just be okay. That's our mission, really, I believe, is to be okay with that hurts us. If you can manage to make a living, fill your soul, find your people, call it good. And if more happens along the way, great. But it's that half empty. I don't feel that. No. It isn't about making beautiful art. It's about learning, it's about being engaged, it's about putting yourself on the canvas and learning to forgive yourself for making mistakes. Like people say, oh, don't you want to live in Canada? I'm like, yeah, but there wouldn't be the opportunities. Like there's 3 families that put their funding together to make this school. And they said, yes, Michelle, you can have your studio and you can paint in here too. Kindness. I love my life. I'm lucky. I'm really lucky. I've been with Rental Sales Gallery, 8 months. They feel like family because they care. They're really good, wise people, and I'm just so blessed. So I want to take care of them.
your trouble